didn't know it, he loves the score. If you couldn't tell that, then you must have been dead out there. I mean, you can, like, it emanates from you that you just adore this music. And I remember when we were talking about it, and I said, "Oh, what the hell? Let's just do Onegin," and you nearly jumped out of your skin. So this is actually your first official time doing all of Onegin, isn't it? So,
yes.
How you know? What has been your experience around Onegin, and why is it that you respond so wonderfully to this?
Well, it's one of those things. My mother, who's Hungarian, when I was 14 years old, we were living in Paris, and because my dad was a retired French lecturer at Sydney University, and my mother went to visit her family back in Budapest, and she came back with all these scores that basically cost about $2 each. And they were all Russian editions of a lot of things. There's a very cherished Russian score I have of La Bohème, which is called Bogema. And Onegin and the Queen of Spades were two of the scores she brought back. And when I was living in Paris, I didn't have many scores to play, and so I just sort of devoured these pieces. I had a chance to conduct the Queen of Spades a couple of times for Welsh National Opera and in Bologna in Italy, which is also a fantastic piece. And there have been little Onegin teasers that have come my way. I've conducted the Polonaise in orchestral concerts before, and I've conducted Lenski's aria, the big choral waltz at the beginning of Act 2 in another concert with chorus and orchestra. And so I was just so thrilled to be able to put all that together. It's such a fantastic score. There's so much. It never stands still. It's always moving and undulating. There's so much rubato, and the harmonies are fantastic. The orchestrations are always going from one woodwind to the strings to a horn, and there's so much love and beautiful craftsmanship involved in this piece. I could go on forever.
So just tell us, how were the Italians in Bologna's Russian?
Wow. I can't even describe it.
You wiped it out of your memory.
Yeah, I mean, thank God, most of the principals were Russian, and they knew the score of Queen of Spades inside out. Trying to teach an Italian chorus to sing Russian is a very, very tough, very, very tough task. And there was one, actually, there was, the tenor shall be nameless. The lead role in the Queen of Spades is called German, and it's a very, very long, very taxing role. And if you're not Russian, trying to memorize all that text is very, very difficult. The tenor who did it with me was a very, very fine tenor, but really miscalculated how long it was going to take him to learn it. And we were rehearsing for a month and a half, and he still hadn't got it. And he was cramming every night until 2 o'clock in the morning. Can we come into rehearsals and his eyes were bloodshot? And he'd be saying, "Oh my God, I can never get this right." Anyway, and he memorized absolutely everything except for the last aria. And he decided, and there's this bottle of vodka that he's got, and he had this bright idea to write all the text on the bottle of vodka. And it got to and he managed to annoy one of the stagehands, and so for the first night they switched the bottles. So there he goes. He holds this bottle up. And I was back there, I thought, oh my God, the poor guy. And I knew exactly what went wrong. And the look of panic, and it just suddenly turned into this three-dimensional puppet figure going. But this was wonderful. Nikolai Putilin was the Tomsky, and he was standing downstage and facing upstage in direct line, sort of where Keisha is with the camera. And he fed him every single line. He was like a prompter. He just fed him every single line, and the tenor got through the aria and did a rather great job. But it was one of the more terrifying moments in the seeing that.
Well, I have to say, not that my Russian is particularly good, but the chorus really sounded really very good for an American chorus who had to learn it all by rote.
Absolutely. Mark Trafka and I were few months ago thinking, how the heck are we going to achieve this in the time available? And Mark is very good with language, and he's from Polish stock, so he's on the way to Russian. And he's very, very serious about language, and he knows the chorus really well now. He worked really, really hard. Did a fantastic job, I think.
They really did. Yeah, they really did. So thank you so much.